in the first position, Sean Malto did not miss a single trick in qualifying. We divide the course into 4 sections. 7 skaters get 7 attempts. They go one after another, and each time they do a trick, it is scored.
Every trick counts. Here's probably the guy that skates the most strategic out of the set, Sean Malto. He does tricks. His go-to tricks are very hard, but the things that he can do every single try. Well, actually, some people can do it. They just can't do it with the way. They just can't do it as consistent as Greg can.
Yes, the same with Sean Malto's backside overcrook line.
Yeah, I think the key thing here is all these guys are friends. But the key thing for them to understand is if you see some guys doing harder tricks, stay on your course.
The highest scored trick of the section.
As you can see, there's a white dot next to Sean Malto's name. That indicates that he is the only person in this section who hasn't gone.
He just got a 4.4 for the Nollie 5-0 grind. Man, trick after trick, it starts to get a little bit scary. The pressure really starts to set in if you get a couple bails going.
This is a guy, though, that knows no pressure. Sean Malto is probably the coolest under pressure.
What the overall strategy of taking unnecessary risks for a trick that wouldn't even really reward him?
Malto hanging on to that backside nose one side. Here he is. He's just sticking to the script right now.
Of the first section, our first place qualifier, Sean Malto.
With a hard flip.
And with a 4.8, Sean Malto into 3rd place. As you can see from the white dot, Ortiz, Susan, and Malto have yet to take their turn on this round.
Bob, who do you think has this section? Who do you think is really going to shine in this section? What is, some of these guys...
In any place you're going to put a rail, he's going to do it because he knows he's going to get some points for it because they are so difficult.
I think in previous contests, Rob, he's been judged against the fact that he can do such a hard trick.
He's got to make that level of trick to stay in this thing because the tech section and the big section are his weaker sections.
Again, Malto, the backside Smith and a front crook on the line section.
I just don't believe, despite sitting in 3rd place, that Greg can afford to bail in this section. He skated with the lowest average ever in the tech section of qualifying. The big section is extremely difficult. If he doesn't load up the points in this section.
Once he didn't make it the first time.
I think the same way we saw Shane O'Neill in qualification got stuck on that switch flip, missed 4 in a row, and he's got a high average score, but those 2 falls are really going to come back to haunt him. That's why he's sitting in 5th place now.
Malto, the most strategic skater here. Just staying on the course. Just staying on the course right here.
3rd bail on the Big Smith frontside board slide.
But here's a guy who doesn't bail. Sean Malto has not bailed once. Frontside 5-0, backside Smith. This is why he's in 2nd place. Just like Chaz, Sean has not missed a single trick, and this is literally a head-to-head battle.
It's not easy to do this. That's 21 different tricks, including the 2 tricks in the line. And for not one little thing to go wrong through all of that is pretty remarkable. But more than anything, it says how good that these guys really are. I think you're going to start to see some guys get exposed here that are going to make it really tough for them to be there in the end. And Malto's not one of them.
No, he's not. You're going to see a lot of guys probably not flip their board in this section.
Try that easy of a trick. It's just bad strategy. Oh,
looks like he was going for a frontside cookie grind right there.
This just isn't the time to be playing this safe. These guys are going to start getting away from it.
Malto's still 100%.
100%.
And he knows that Malto is going to probably land every single trick in this section.
Yeah.
So he's got to come up with something, and you can probably guess what the tricks are.
Yeah.
So he's got to come up with something to take Malto out, to take Ortiz out. Because Malto's not bailed, and yet Malto has not bailed. Will he ever bail?
It does not look like
it. It sure doesn't. Now sitting in 5th place with bailing a switch frontside tailside. I believe he was probably going to heel hook out of that. That was unexpected.
To push it when they're falling behind. Sean Malto's final attempt. Sticking with his strategy. Chaz Ortiz has led the entire way, has yet to miss a trick, and is 11 points ahead of second place Sean Malto. But the thing about the big section is anything can happen. These guys can gain a lot of points, and it's easy to fall. Don't go anywhere. That's what he's here to do.
Malto's not letting that big spin, frontside board spin phase his strategy though. These things look so easy.
Not only that, but on the biggest stage. And Sean Malto following those grinds.
He is not letting go of his strategy.
All we talked about is you do not want to stick on that bar because it's a long way down. Ooh, Malto getting right on the edge.
Yeah, he almost slipped off that nose right there, but it's Malto.
He knows a thing about when the pressure is on, how to really put it down.
And so does this guy.
Backside
when the pressure is on, he's not going to miss anything.
You know, here's his opportunity. Hopefully someone's coaching him saying, look, kid, try something hard right now. Ollie backside nose grind, I mean, a go-to for him, but still worth, yeah, a 5.5. But here we go, Sean Malto and Chaz Ortiz, trick for trick right now. He needs at least a 4.8 right here. There it is, backside Smith, 4.9. Here
down to this.
We go. There are 2 tricks left. Sean Malto and Chaz Ortiz.
My hands are sweating.
He has to make this to put the pressure on Chaz Ortiz. And I am sure he has never been in a position like this in his life. Oh! 5.5 for the backside ollie to overcrooks.
Oh my gosh. This is some pressure on Chaz Ortiz, but all he's got to do is a basic trick. He's got to kick foot the stairs, 5-0 the
one trick.
That's it.
Just
That's
one
all
trick.
He's got to do. And he wins 150 grand.
Here we go.
Chaz Ortiz goes for a crooked grind. I don't even think I've seen him try that in practice the entire weekend.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. That has to be the most exciting day in the history of skateboarding.
The place exploded when he nailed that crooked grind.
I still cannot believe that. Unreal.
Let's give it up for Sean Malto. Give it to this guy. He skated absolutely flawless in qualifying. Did not miss one trick. Did not miss any tricks till the tech section. What were you thinking when you knew you had to put pressure on him on that final trick?
That was the most nervous I've ever been in my entire life. I was talking to Chris up there, and he was just like, stick to your game and try to just get above him and put the pressure on him.
After having that flawless qualifying, did you know you had a pretty good shot on this course of winning it?
I mean, it's so hit or miss. All these guys are the best in the whole world. So, you know, it's just one of those things. I was like, nervous coming into it, and if Chaz didn't fall, I wouldn't be here, so.